So before I start solving equations with fractions, I want you to consider equivalent fractions. Let me take an example. 3 over 6 is equal to 2 over 4. We know that these two fractions are equal to a half, so they're equal. Now, what I want to do here is to do what's called cross multiplying. Yeah, I want to cross multiply. So by cross multiplying, what that means is multiply 6 by 2 and multiply 4 by 3. What I will end up with is 3 multiplied by 4 is equals to 6 multiplied by 2, which is also a true statement. So which means that when you cross multiply, you really don't change an equation. In fact, we can use this strategy in solving equations with fractions. So in the first case here, we can cross multiply and we'll end up with x multiplied by 3 will be equal to 4 multiplied by 7. This also can be written as 3x is equal to 28. And because we want to find the value of x, the opposite of multiplying by 3 is dividing by 3. So basically, x will be equal to 28 over 3. And we can apply the same approach here, cross multiply these two. So we'll end up with 7 multiplied by 3 will be equal to 2 multiplied by 5x. So 21 will be equal to 10x. Then divide by 10. So x will be equal to 21 over 10. Okay. So similar approaches can be applied in each of these problems. So when you have a number like 2, that's just like 2 over 1. So, and the reason why I'm writing over 1 is so that I can be able to cross multiply. So if we cross multiply this, you'll end up with 1 multiplied by 2x minus 3 will be equal to 2 multiplied by 7. So 2x minus 3 will be equal to 14. So add 3 on each side. So we'll end up with 2x will be equal to 17. And then the opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. So x will be equal to 17 over 2. Okay. In this case here, again, we can apply the same approach, cross multiply. So 3 multiplied by 5x minus 4 will be equal to 9 multiplied by 2. So 15x minus 12 will be equal to 18. And then add 12 on both sides. Uh, so you'll be left with 15x will be equal to 30. The opposite of multiplying by 15 is dividing by 15. So x will be equal to 2. Okay. Next problem. Again, write that over 1. Makes it easier for you to cross multiply. So you'll be left with 1 multiplied by 3x plus 5 will be equal to 2 multiplied by 2x. So 3x plus 5 will be equal to 4x. At this point, what you can do is get rid of the smaller x, so minus 3x, minus 3x. So 5 will be equal to x, which is x is equals to 5. The next one, again, cross multiply. You'll end up with 4 into 2x minus 8 will be equal to x multiplied by 3. So 8x minus 32, if you FOIL this, will be equal to 3x. You can add 32 on each side. So 8x will be equal to 3x plus 32. And then you can subtract 3x from both sides. So you'll end up with 5x will be equal to 32. And the opposite of multiplying by 5 is dividing by 5. So you can just divide by 5. So x will be equal to 32 over 5. And that's an equal sign right there. Okay. Um, Next question. We have 2x plus 7 over 3 is equals to x plus 4. Write this over 1 and then cross multiply. So 1 into 2x plus 7 will be equal to 3 into x plus 4. And then 2x plus 7 will be equal to 3x plus 12. Get rid of the smaller x. So subtract 2x from both sides. So you'll end up with 7 will be equal to x plus 12. And then subtract 12 from both sides. So you'll end up with x is equal to negative 5. Okay. Here again, same thing, cross multiply. So 3 into 1 minus x will be equal to 2 multiplied by x plus 2. So 3x, so that will just be 3 minus 3x will be equal to 2x plus 4. Get rid of the smaller x. So you'll be left with 3 will be equal to 5x plus 4. Subtract 4 from both sides. So you'll end up with negative 1 will be equal to 5x, which implies that x, if you divide by 5, so x will be equal to negative 1 over 5. And that will be your solution.